little bit chilly outside. It's late in the afternoon, almost evening. I've been out and about in the world today. Roar and I just got back from grocery shopping and doing other things as well. It's too late today for me to work on this, but I backfilled all that. My adopted son, Dale, see if I can find him. They're in here somewhere. Well, thought they were. What am I talking about? There they are. Basically, sculpting tools. He knew that I get into stuff all the time. There's fine pointed tweezers with little holsters for them. Picks. Even got a miniature file in here somewhere. That or it's in a different place, but scrapers and slicers and wire brushes, just all kinds of stuff. And I hear somebody walking around outside. And I bought the paint in a three-piece set of brushes. I'm going to paint this thing and make it look really good when I get done. My wife, we cleaned out some storages for my buddy Jerry that people had not paid on. We cleaned out like 31 or 30, no, I think 34 of them. Made a grand whopping total out of anything we could sell of $117, and then we had to hire a roll-off, which is like a giant dumpster, and that cost us $280 for that to dump all the crap in and move it out of here. We actually did that twice. So we had a net loss. If you take away the cost of fuel, the time we took and using our trailer to go over there and get that stuff, and storing it in the backyard, and here we're going to be getting another roll-off to haul a bunch of stuff off. But we took a net loss. We did. We probably lost maybe $400 altogether, taking time to go clean those things out. But Jerry's my best friend. He needed the help. We did get some good stuff out of it, I will say that. But and Linda had a tub of this stuff that came out of them, and so I'm going to doctor that up and make it look good and pretty for her. And then that gives her something pretty to put in the house and to look at. Oh, Thursday night, it's supposed to freeze. That'll be our second freeze. And our large hair sheep boar male named Sean the sheep, he's going to freezer camp real quick. Probably Thursday, when my son Nick can drive me around, I will go back to Walmart and see if I can find and I'm going to look online here in a minute while this is uploading. I'm going to look and see if I can find a vacuum sealer thing where you put the meat in a bag and then it vacuum seals it. My friend Daniel Arms has one he uses. I'll just look and see if I can find one. He'll have to bleed out in the backyard hanging from a limb. And then we've got a work table out there and we'll lay him down on it and I'll dress him out real quick. I've got to buy a brand new hacksaw to use as a meat saw on him. And just put some mutton up in the freezer. Small pieces. So, and that's part of farm life, folks. That's what you do. I had a new friend on Facebook. His name's Danny Lee Cooley. And I went to breakfast at Boomerang, and he works there. We talked. He's a younger guy. He's a drummer. They're trying to make their way into something out of it, and I have connections, so I'll get him over here to the office one of these days. We'll sit down and seriously discuss it. He's trying to start his own band. He belongs to one. I know a lot of like-minded guys. Maybe they can all get together and decide what kind of music they want to do. But like I told him, it's got to be clean. And what I mean by clean, a lot of times you'll have a lead guitarist that they get carried away and they just got to keep doing all the riffs and all that stuff and showing off how good they are, when in reality what they need to do is concentrate on, if you can't read music, then what you've got to do is when you're writing your number, the very least you've got to do is learn to read tablature. And if you can't do that, you need a chord chart. I bought a guitar off of these guys on the internet, and this is wild. It really is. My friend Nuno sent me a new one right down there in front of Alf. Let me turn that on. Down right. That's the one Nuno sent me. It's fairly expensive. And up there is the black guitar that I was talking about that I paid for. I paid 60 is total shipping and everything is $65 and something. I don't know how much it was. I can look it up and tell you real quick. They shipped it for free. I looked up the name of the guys, the company that made it. Let me get a sip. Oh. When I'm out of the Java Joy juice, this video camera's going off. There it is. My order total, and it was called a thin line cutaway. My total order on that was $65.69. They shipped it right to our front door, and it was free shipping. And it's an acoustic electric. It's a full-size guitar by a company called R.W. Jameson. And I mean, I got a gig bag, I got an extra set of strings, I got a guitar. They even sent a battery that you plug in to hook it up to an amplifier. I got a guitar cord to hook it up to an amplifier. I got a guitar strap and 3 picks and something else I can't remember. I tuned it, played it a bit, and it plays just as good as that, you know, several $100 one sitting there that Nuno sent me. I mean, I actually like it better. Why? Because I paid for it. But it's a nice little guitar, big guitar. It's full size, 41 inch. Yeah, the one he sent me's got a lot of extra stuff like a scratch guard under the strings, and it's got the fancy trim around it and all that stuff. But both of them have a truss rod in them and they both sent the Allen wrench that you can adjust the neck with, tighten it up. I haven't really taken time to look at them. But I just really like that black one. But the bottom line I'm talking about is you don't have to pay a whole lot of money out there to get something that's got some quality to it. I paid the same amount for a guitar case that I've got my favorite guitar in, which my brother Chris gave me. And yeah, when he got it, even now if you can find them, they run about $100 each. It's a folk classic guitar with nylon strings. It's been abused, and that's why, even though I've got better guitars over there, and I'll get another case here one of these days soon, but the reason that one's in the case is because I don't want it falling apart on me. It's my favorite guitar. It plays okay, but I have guitars that play better. But this new guy, Danny, that sent me a friend request, and I honored it, he's wanting to start a band. So I got to get him over here and talk to him and let him understand something. It's not important if you and the guys you're playing with can start just learning one cover song and play it to perfection. Then after that, you can go to number 2 and then number 3 and so forth and so on, and get used to playing as a tight, cohesive group. And then after that, you go ahead and you start writing your own material. And that's where you need to at least know how to do, they call them chord symbols on this, but these are chordographs, chord charts. You at least need to know how to do that or write tablature. And they even put on here a neck chart to show where your notes are, which I thought was real cool. You're not going to learn how to play guitar off of this little sheet of paper, but I just thought that was really, and you got that too with that black guitar from R.W. Jameson. I've got a guitar up there on the wall that I put a bunch of decals on in case my hand ever gets to the point I can actually play again and actually teach. It's doing really good today. Normally right in here, and these 2 fingers just throb most of the day. Today, and it's cold today outside, not hurting at all. I'm not going to abuse it because I like the fact that it's not hurting. But if I can help somebody, I made my mind up a long time ago. If I can help somebody, I'm going to. Aurora and I went to Walmart. We bought groceries and medicine and supplements and a whole bunch of other stuff. Mostly we bought chicken and fixings for supper so she and Nana don't have to cook. But there was an older Indian guy with one leg. His left leg was cut off below the knee. He was unwashed. His breath stank like he'd been drinking whiskey, which he probably had. He was drunk, I could tell, but he was doing his dead level best not to show it. And they had these electric carts that I use to get around. I'm on 2 walking canes today, but he was trying to get into that cart. He tried on one side and then he tried on another side. It would have been a lot better if he hadn't have been inebriated, intoxicated, drunk. He was trying not to show it, but Aurora, like the trooper she is, helped me help him get into that go-kart. Just a second. You are never wasting your time being kind to somebody. You're just not. So if you have opportunity to be kind to someone, be kind to them. It elevated my mood, it elevated Aurora's mood, and I guarantee you it made him feel better. That's the deal. That's the whole point of me saying be kind. If everybody would take time to be kind to someone else and just concentrate on doing that, even if it's a small degree, it is a small degree of better. Now, I've got to get off of here. Mom, John, I hope you're doing well. Michael, I hope you're doing well. Chris in Florida, I hope you're doing well. Monty in Lone Grove, America, I hope you're doing well. Shell, now in Illinois, I think she's finally home. I hope you're doing well. She lives in Illinois. David lives in Illinois. I hope you're doing well. And Jackie, who lives in Chattanooga, Tennessee, if you're watching this, I hope you're doing well. I love all of you. I do. God bless all of you. And I mean that. And like the sign up above my left shoulder says, be kind. It never is in vain to be kind to someone. Love all of you. God bless you. I'm out of here. Bye.